Weed control is primarily by rotivation in this system that I use. And it's primarily done in the springtime when things are beginning to grow and germinate. That's when I rotivate 3 times, from the end of February until the end of March and halfway through April, because that allows the weeds no chance. Every time they try and grow, they're chewed up and fluffed up and desiccated basically. So when I come to sow, as I told you, I rotivate on the same morning and I have a beautiful clean seed bed and I sow the same afternoon. And it's so important. If I wait one more day, those weed seeds have had a 24-hour start on my seeds. And I don't want that to happen. So I want to give my seeds the best chance in the race to survive. For 1,000 square meters of garden, the Rotavator really is a crucial tool because it absolutely cuts the work down hugely. There are really 3 different grades of Rotavator you need to think about if you're going to buy one or rent one. The first kind have no wheels. They power themselves along by the tines that rotate, and it's a bit like a wrestling match to use them if you have tried it, because the tines bite unevenly. And the next lot have, this is the smallest one you can get with actual wheels on it, which is a much easier machine to use if you're doing any quantity, and much easier for ladies to use because you don't have to wrestle with it. And then up from this you get up to the mini tractors, which have got a power takeoff. They're just a little bit bigger than this and more powerful, and they'll pull a trailer or they'll use a brush or a brush cutter. They'll have different appliances you can attach to the power takeoff. But this is a simple little machine. It costs 900 euros and I've had it for 5 years or 6 years, and it works fine and does the job. So you can adjust the depth with this lever here, but I just have it set on maximum depth, which is about 9 inches. We don't let, in the winter time we leave no place for the slugs to live or hide, because everything's cleaned off here. You've got slabs here which they hate because they stay warm and dry. They don't like going across them. This is not a place which is friendly to slugs, so I never have any trouble. So by Christmas it'll be covered with chickweed and so on. Really? Oh yeah, but that's fine, that's good, because the roots help aerate the soil. Right. Soil like this will never be bare. It'll just grow everything just straight away. You don't need to sow anything on it. We'll be able to rotivate this again, and then it will get a really nice tilth and we can sow some peas in it. But you can see fairly well that by then, you know, there won't be any weeds to compete with the peas. Yeah. The weeds will be knocked right back. And we didn't have a big job to do that. That's all because the soil is in such good fettle and it's deep. I mean, this goes down 2 or 3 feet. Yeah. When we rotivate, after we rotivate, we get the big rake, this one I have, and we rake everything over, beautifully smooth, and in doing that we're walking on the ground, and that just gives it enough pressure to make a good seed bed. You see, if the soil is rotivated, it's all churned up and fluffy, and it dries out, which kills everything. But we don't want to sow things in fluffy soil, we want to sow things in firmer soil. So when we sow our seeds, we walk a little bit on it, we rake it, and then we'll do this, we'll sow the seeds in a very straight line, and then when we've made a little groove and dropped them in, we'll go along the whole lot like this with our feet, pushing the seeds into the ground and firming them up like this all the way along.